Hi, Aries. But first, I want to have a look at the world card. I think there's a world of possibility that is around you, Aries. Maybe something you're a little bit preempting with the 7. Maybe you feel you're not seeing how it's going to come about, or you're preempting the outcome. I think there's a bit of this going on, but let's have a look with the world card. This could be anything really. Travels, new job opportunities, foreign investors, foreign opportunities, foreign people, family from overseas as well maybe coming in. Okay, six of wands, very nice, conquest. Page of swords, the lovers, the death card. For a lot of you, it is regarding love and major changes in love, major change in how you feel about someone. For some of you, you're starting to feel a little bit unsure about someone. And there's an ending that may take place. You may be walking away. It could be with a Scorpio. It could be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some of you, you're looking to the past to recreate the past, or try to recreate the past. For some, I really do feel like you're leaving someone behind that just isn't for you. And I think you know it on some level, Aries. And I think this is the month where you start to really seriously think about that, about this outcome, about how much this person figures for you. For others, it is a transformation of feeling despaired, of feeling like you have lack of security, lack of clarity, and coming into something really, really successful with the 6 of wands. Again, the page of swords can sort of support this 7 of swords energy, where, as I said, can be anxious energy, you not seeing how things will be coming about. Maybe you feeling a little bit pessimistic about the situation here, about the travels, or about meeting someone. If it is a long distance relationship, I think you're finally meeting someone face to face here. And I think it's a very beautiful meeting here. But I see you being a little bit nervous or a little bit fearful here with the 7 of swords and the page of swords. So let's put those two together. And then the world card with the death card, major transformations happening in love or in your relationships, how you're seeing one another. For others, if you have been feeling like the page of swords in the relationship, I feel like this is about to change. I feel like intimacy will improve, or you will become intimate with your partner if you haven't as yet in your relationship. For those that are married, I see there's possible children that can bring you closer together, news of children, because with death comes life, and there are these little children in the cards here. So whether this is your children, grandchildren, possibly, but new additions to the family can bring you closer together, can offer you this notion of reconciliation and bondship as well with these 2 cards. Look at that soulmate twin flame connection here. You're entering into a cycle where there's soulmate energy around you. There's someone destined coming in around you for some. And if this isn't a relationship or a soulmate connection, it's definitely someone that can bring you victory, success in your career or in the professional sense. So whether this is a new manager starting on board that really sees your talents, notices you for these talents and wants to promote you for them, whether this is a business collaboration, a business partnership of someone that is very well networked, has a lot of connections that can really put your business or your creative pursuit or your piece of work, really put them on the map, really put it on the map here. A lot of compatibility with this person, similar interests. Because I did mention that for some of you, there's marriage. There's marriage that's approaching a relationship with the Hierophant. Could be the marriage card or someone that will figure very prominently around you. And the Lovers card indicates that this is someone that is spiritually in tune with you. You're on the same frequency. You're at the same stage of life. And if you're not, you're walking away. But if you are, you're pressing forward. And forward looks like you're working towards marriage or very wonderful commitment, very secure commitment here from this person. 8 of Swords, again, it might be something you're fearful about in some aspect, Aries. Or you may be fearful how much this person is wanting to commit to you. Maybe strength is required for some of you, especially if you are dealing with a fire sign. or an earth sign. I feel like strength is required in this relationship, that you still have a long way to go, but you're working towards positive things. You're working towards marriage. For some of you, I feel like you might feel like your marriage is on the brink. You might feel like it's time to walk away. Maybe you've been contemplating walking away for some time now. The Page of Swords here and the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're blinded to the situation because you can be happier elsewhere. For some of you, Aries out there, you're happier somewhere else or with someone else. But for others, I feel like you haven't been giving your partner your strength. You haven't been supporting your partner. So there's lack of support here. Someone feels like they're out on their own. And they're definitely thinking this way. It could be you, Aries. It could be someone else. I feel it's probably someone else, though. I feel it's someone else that's around you in relationships, or maybe in business partnerships, or in the workplace. And they feel like they don't have your support. They don't feel like they have 100% of your attention for one reason or another. And it's really getting to them. And it's almost like it's cyclical. They keep thinking about it. So there's someone you may have been neglecting here, actually. And if it's not the case, then I feel for some of you, a very important or influential person is going to be reviewing or tell you something that you didn't know about yourself or about your creativity, about your talent, about your work ethic, about the way you communicate with other people, about your leadership skills, lack of, or wonderfully demonstrated leadership skills. I don't think it's lack of. I just think there's something coming to illumination here, something you've been blinded to or that you haven't seen with the Eight of Swords. But look, in regards to a relationship, I feel like some of you are finally starting to realize that this person is marriage equality for some of you that have been seeing someone for quite some time. And if this is around travels, then I feel like you're gaining a lot of experience. You might be traveling to see a loved one that's maybe ill or has passed. You may be receiving messages from this person. You may be traveling or relocating for career purposes. Influential changes with the Hierophant as well. And I did mention these transactions that are taking place for you in the month of November. And you also had the King of Chalices here as well. Hierophants come up twice here. Lots of you are getting married. Look at this. Lots of you are with someone that is going to give you your happily ever after. You're going to get married to, or engage in a very wonderful spiritual connection with. It could be someone religious as well. I feel like if this isn't romantic and you're not getting married or planning to get married or engaged, I feel like someone around you, it could be a friend, it could be an associate, someone around you brings you more spirituality in your life, or religion. And it's really someone that's destined to come into your life or to offer you something. Say, for example, you might make a new friend at work and you might find that they're very religious, and you're quite atheist, for example, but this person highlights a lot of things for you. I feel like something someone will say this month will really stick with you. Because the 5 and the 6 are consecutive, or it's that religion, spirituality outlets. So, church going, meditation, yoga, things like this can bring you more in line with people who are on the same wavelength as you or have the same interests. And whether you want these people to be romantic suitors or just new friends or new people you're connecting with, I feel like religion is somehow bringing you closer to that with the Hierophant. Okay, and then you have the 7 of Swords. I definitely feel for some of you, Aries, in relationships, someone is dealing with someone or from their past. It could be an ex-partner. Your ex may show up, or things that have happened in the past. There's the skeleton on the horse here. It could be skeletons in the closet that finally come out, this sort of notion. So it could be illumination, as I said, lifting the blindfold with the 8 of Swords, because there's someone that keeps looking back And it's interesting, for those that are dealing with air signs, you might find that this is making sense for you. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords, they're both looking back at something. It's either things from the past get resurfaced back in relationships, maybe in workplaces as well, something that you did in the past, something that you didn't do, or maybe something you are continuing to do, Aries, but you're not seeing it, or someone around you is doing this. It could be an air sign employee or an air sign colleague that's doing this, and you'll have to address it. You'll have to talk about it. There could also be someone that's keeping a secret from you, Aries, or not telling you something, tiptoeing around you. I don't think so, though. I think for the most part, with the Seven of Swords present, there's people tiptoeing around you, or you're tiptoeing around someone because they're doing something a certain way that doesn't sit very well with you, Aries. And you might be a little bit concerned, or they might be concerned. They don't feel like maybe you're as approachable, or you don't feel like someone approachable is around. And I think it's the Hierophant. There's someone that's intimidating you, or being a little bit too poised, too cool, calm, and collected, and you're sort of puzzled by their reactions, or puzzled by their lack of emotion, or puzzled or even intimidated by how they carry themselves. So it could be this. As well. But I think you've got a lot of things to look forward to this month. But in particular, there's this possibly uncomfortable situation here. This tiptoeing, this looking back, someone's looking back on something, whether it's you, Aries, or someone around you. They're looking back into something, and it will resurface here, and it could very well involve your past or their past somehow, or something that they have done. But look, I will leave it at that. For those wanting further clarification, please feel free to shoot me over an email and organise a private reading.